Good morning. Let's all take a pause together, bringing all of our attention and awareness into your body. You can do that simply by breathing in, imagining that you're gathering in all of your attention that may be wandering and pulled into many directions. Thank you for joining. My name is Richanie Daphne Larson, and today we're going to be talking about an invitation to love. This is lesson number 3, following the book by Jack Kornfield, No Time Like the Present. Today we're going to talk about the invitation to love. And I would like to share this beautiful passage with you from the book on page 21. We all want to be loved. Love is the natural order, the main attraction, the mover of nations, the bees in spring, the tender touch, the first and the last word. It is like gravity, a mysterious force that ties all things together. The heart's memory of being in the womb and the oneness before the Big Bang. The vastness of the sky is equaled by the vastness of the heart. Just sit with that for a minute. Really calling attention to your heart today, and that's where my focus is in the heart. So bring attention into your heart. And just for a moment, opening your heart, allowing what's in your heart to connect. Like I said, we all want to be loved, and we require a bonding in nature and close emotional connection. Even babies who long to be touched and long to be held and long to mimic the adult. You may have heard that babies growing up in orphanages, the ones who have less skin-to-skin contact and bonding with another human being, as they grow into adulthood, their stress hormones is higher than people who receive the love and the mimicking and the bonding and the touching. And so it's our human nature to be loved, and that's important to realize, because for me, I often hear, and I was so encouraged as a child, that I can do it all. I don't need anybody. And yet, there's that duality once again. So this is an invitation for us to heal our heart and come live wholeheartedly. So there's another beautiful passage from the book that I'd like to share with you. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and I'd like to invite you to just simply listen. The human heart longs to love and be loved, yet we're all too often afraid. We've been hurt, betrayed, abandoned, misunderstood, targeted, left out, and our love story has become a ghost story. The ghost of loss and pain haunts us. warning us to hedge our bets and put up a shield to protect ourselves from further loss and rejection. Rejection is one of the most difficult experiences to bear. It touches our most primal pains of abandonment, echoing the mistaken belief that there is something wrong with us, that we are unworthy, unattractive, and unlovable. Whatever form of our injury takes, family trauma, abuse, or neglect by an overwhelmed family or a loveless institution, we may become afraid to love. We have trouble opening to love even for ourselves. And so we have trouble with loving, and then we also have trouble receiving love. And so through this journey of healing our hearts, we're going to practice a meditation called loving kindness. And in this loving kindness, it becomes a practice. Just like we learn how to walk, we learn how to eat, we learn how to swim, we learn how to do a new hobby. Loving kindness is another practice where we can start to practice loving ourselves and loving others. And now here's the invitation for the practice for you. And invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze. And I would like you to bring awareness into your heart. Just noticing how your heart is feeling, what it's thinking, and just being aware with that. Maybe there's a little bit of anxiety, maybe there's a little bit of wanting this to go away. Just notice what is there for you right here, right now. And then I would like you to imagine, to bring to mind a person, a pet, or something that you care and love. Imagine that person or that being in front of you. Notice the extension from the heart, the feeling that person, that being evokes within your heart. Maybe a sense of care, of commitment, and dedication. Maybe noticing how love is generous, spacious, and free to bless. And that we love best when we let go of expectation. See their beauty shine upon them. And now do the same for you. Imagine this being looking back at you, extending the same kindness, the same caring, the same freedom to love you as you are, with spaciousness all around you. This love, it must be remade every day, fresh like bread. So love can be developed, can be cultivated. And it does require us to step off this path from A to B. You may need to take A and a half, and then you'll get to B. So it requires us to notice that somebody needs our love. Requires to take a pause and then make our way back onto this path. And sometimes that person who needs love and attention might be you. It might be you. There is a traditional practice, a classic practice for loving kindness, and we're going to practice those phrases now, and I'm going to guide you through those. So back to seeing the pair, the you and the other being who you care deeply about. And now you're going to extend a well wishes for this person. And you can imagine that you're going to place this blessing, these phrases upon their hearts. It doesn't have to enter, it doesn't have to be accepted. You're just offering this open invitation to love, to kindness. And the phrases go something like this. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from harm. May you be well. May you be at ease and happy. And the other part of this exercise is for the other person, the other being. Now it's their turn to place this blessing upon your heart. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from harm. May you be well. May you be at ease and happy. And the next step is actually to turn back, to make a U-turn and come back to ourselves, come back to our own hearts. And imagining us putting this prayer or blessing upon our own hearts. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be safe from harm. May I be well. May I be at ease and happy. Noticing your heart, noticing how it feels. And I always enjoy nourishing my own heart. And sometimes this is called resourcing. So this is adding in, replenishing, restoring the battery that keeps my body, my life ticking. And so notice what your heart might be longing for at this moment. Maybe it longs for love, to be loved. And imagine that there's a wiser you. Or if you connect with God or Source, angels, guides, Jesus, whoever it is that you respect. Imagine that person or that being. Imagine maybe that they're standing behind you, hovering over you, and just they're placing that blanket of love, of tenderness, of care. And feel that warmth, that unconditional love placing upon you. Breathing that in. Allowing for that energy, that feeling to penetrate into your body. Letting it soothe you, nourish you, whatever it is that you need. Just allowing that to penetrate and marinate. You can imagine yourself as a sponge, absorbing this marvelous liquid of warmth and love. Of love and unconditional love and caring, and that this can be used anytime throughout the day, throughout this week. If you were to experience difficulty or a challenge, remember this moment, remember this loving blanket that's over you now, and take a breath. Connect with that love blanket to allow it to nourish you. Let that be your unconditional, unlimited, infinite resource. Again, backing into that spaciousness, allowing possibility of love to be all around you. Until next time, Daphne out. Thank you for joining me and spreading your inner peace and love in our world that is in so much need right now. And remember that you are the only person that can change yourself before we can change others, just like what I'm doing here. So tend to your heart, tend to your life, and it will take care of the world around you. Namaste.